We as human beings grow from a horizontal level. When we come onto this planet, we lie flat. But shortly after 1 year old, the child reaches for something to pull up to an upright position, and then the child grows in uprightness. We live in a world where human beings who are animals in their first stages of development, but we become human when we introduce knowledge that overcomes instinct. We cannot separate education from the violence that is going on in our communities today. They are linked. Let me share very quickly this. You cannot look at education and its failure, because all black and brown children, for the most part, are being left behind. That's not an accident. That's by design. And the same people who are making the legislation that you are trying to follow are the same people whose parents put us in this condition, and their job is to keep us where their parents put us. If I just need a couple of minutes on these 2 points of education and violence. If you look at the educational system, which our brother so adequately described, it is dying. If you were to go to your doctor and your heart rate is off, your blood pressure is off, you got diabetes, you suffer from cancer, well, heck, somebody can predict, well, if we don't do something quick, this guy or this lady is out of here. Well, when you look at an educational system where nearly 50% of the children are dropping out of school, there really is no real desire in the children for the kind of education that they're being fed. It's not the children that are off, it's the education itself that is lacking what the children need to become who they really are. Let me say this about this thought that maybe my child is not adequate and your child is better than my child. God doesn't make mistakes. The book says he created us all in his image and after his likeness. That means that my child and your child, the black child, the white child, the brown child, have the same potential for greatness. But it is the environment and what we put in that environment that accelerates their pace to greatness or diminishes it. At the root of America's educational system is an idea that is dying a natural death, and that idea is white supremacy. Yes, I hope you don't get upset with me, because I just have to speak it the way I know it. Yes, sir. See, they have us like dogs chasing our tail. You keep running around in circles, but you never achieve what you want, because you're looking to the same people who put you in this condition to take you out of it, and they're not gonna do it.
Yes, sir.
Education comes from two Latin words, duco, ducere, which means to lead, and a means out or out from. If you're truly educated, you're led out from darkness into light, from ignorance into knowledge, from weakness into strength. Then we're not being educated. We're being trained in a system that we can fit in a world that has put us on a certain level and wants to keep us at that level. That's why it's $8,000 per student in a black and brown school and $15,000 in another school, because you are being trained to be inferior to that which has ruled you since you've been in America. Now to the violence. You know, I say first to the educators, we need a new educational system. This one has to be scrapped. It is insufficient to give to human beings what human beings need to become human.